So every place that I stand, every place that you stand, has a unique rhythm, has a unique breath, has its own configuration of spatial, formal, and temporal characteristics which have come together in a specific configuration that's not necessarily replicated elsewhere. That's actually the beauty of this living earth and our experience of the earth, that we have not only that available to us, but that we have the capacity to consider it, the capacity to feel joy from it, the capacity to grow from that knowledge. So when we as humans think in boxes or within limited amounts of limited scope of resources, or when we construct habitations which are made from the kind of straight lines that don't exist anywhere in nature, or which are even reproduced over and over again, we lose that variation, which is a natural part of our being, a natural part of our experience as humans. So how can we connect and feel some accountability to nature, and not only accountability or responsibility, but actually feel that we want to be full participants in this incredible living system? How can we do that when we're closed up inside a little box with artificial light and with these devices which are in some ways delivering an incredible spectrum of new possibilities for humankind, and on the other hand, which are driven by, like much of the world in the West, driven by profit and driven by these market mechanisms that are actually steering us into very specific activities, giving us the semblance of freedom when actually we're tethered to these devices. Where is the freedom in that? So to find ourselves free, to feel ourselves free, to evolve again together, all the capacity is there, all the tools are here, all of the examples are already available to us in nature and in the cosmos. So we just have to look to it and consider ourselves and consider all that's around us, and use that incredible thing which is the human brain, and which is this amazing sensory instrument which is the human body. Feel it and breathe it and think it and create it together, not only with humanity. We are participating in this place right now. So when we participate and collaborate and co-create, we're moving toward a completely different kind of living that in our own lifetimes we haven't experienced, but which in our own lifetimes is actually possible. So the next time you step out of your house, the next time you step out of your 4 square walls and your artificial light and all of those things that actually disconnect us, that connect us in some ways but also disconnect us from the actual rhythms of the place that we inhabit, make a conscious choice to enter that rhythm, to be open to it, to receive it, to become one with it. Extend your empathy out beyond your own body to the sphere of life, of movement, of material, of energy which is around you. And just see what happens. See how it feels different to walk down a street. Whether you're walking in nature or just walking down a street, feel how it is to walk down that street, not wrapped up in your own thoughts, not wrapped up in your own phone or other device, but actually open to what's around you. Open yourself to the people around you, but also open yourself to what's under your feet. Open yourself to the texture of the air, to the temperature of the air, to the sounds around you. Is it a good feeling? Is it a dissonant feeling? that also tells a lot about the life and the health of where we live. So when we can extend ourselves into that space, we are these incredible instruments that also provide feedback. We provide feedback to our very selves. So let's use that instrument to understand if we're really living in the kinds of spaces that we should be living in, if we're really relating to people in the ways that really feel and really deliver the maximum potential of what humans are capable of. I mean capable in terms of capable as thinking, sensing, acting, relating, feeling organisms. And then we can question, or we can consider, we can reflect upon, and we can reflect upon and then reflect again upon our role here, who we want to be. Is the outer expression of our lives in resonance with our inner world? Is the outer expression of our relationships in resonance with the kind of relating and interrelating that happens in the natural world around us? And if the answer is yes, then we are living it the best that we can, at least right now. And then tomorrow you do it again and you move to the next level of understanding. But just do it for today. Just try it once. Try it for 10 minutes and see how it shifts or resets your your capacity to engage, your capacity to listen, and your capacity to create. This is all an ongoing and evolving dialogue. Your presence in the world, our collective presence in the world, as humans, as species, among a myriad of species, as part of a living system that is in constant flux, in a constant state of change. Even these rocks that are before me are in a state of change. They're just not in a state of change that's particularly recognizable to human perception. So when we can move beyond our own time frames, when we can move beyond our own understandings to allow that there are other understandings which will never be understood, that there are other that we are part of a larger system of which the complexity of which humans will never be able to understand. And when we can step into that awareness, we suddenly are reset to a place that's more in keeping with actually the scale at which we should be living.